The day has finally come. I'm going to be opening the 72 volt Chi battery. I bought the 72 volt compact battery, which is their 38 amp hour battery. I'm going from the stock, this is a Segway X260, going from the stock 32 amp hour battery, and that's 60 volt 32 amp hours to the 72 volt 38 amp hour battery. So I haven't even opened it yet. I'm super excited. It finally got here. It took about 5 weeks to get here. So this is just the start of the new year, and hopefully it's going to be an awesome upgrade to the Surron that I currently have. It is running a I have a BAC 4000 on it. I'll go into more detail later in the video, but it's an ASI BAC 4000 that I have a 60 volt. Right now it's the bypass battery right now, so I hooked it up to be able to bypass the stock battery, but I wanted to upgrade eventually because I got the BAC 4000. Had that for a while, stock motor, but I've had the BAC 4000 for a while, and I've been super excited to upgrade to the 72 volt system. So without further ado, we're going to open it and see what ChiBattery sends us. Really well packaged. It's 39 pounds. Pretty heavy package. All right, so I'm gonna start digging in here. Gonna make a mess, probably. I'll clean this up in a bit, but first off, I don't care. I'm just gonna drop it all over the garage. It is what it is. So I did opt for the QS8 kit for it. So I'm gonna be using a bigger connector just because I'm gonna be running higher power through it. I haven't decided what I want to do yet once it's on there, but probably going to run 12 kilowatts ish just because I don't need to go crazy. It is what it is. I have it set at like 6,000 watts right now, or 6 kilowatts with the stock bypass battery, but I will have the QS8 kit on there, so I'm going to be deleting the stock breaker on the bike, putting the QS8 hardware kit. So pretty cool. First box, the first one. You'll have the cables here, pretty cool. Some instructions, hopefully. But there's the QS8 connector. It'll be interesting figuring out how to do all this stuff as I go. Here's the battery lid extender. Okay, they used to be 3D printed, but I guess they are actual injection molded now, which is cool. But that's the battery lid extender, and then some hardware for that as well. And for the latch kit, I'm assuming. So we'll figure that out, but it shouldn't be too bad. Fix Magic, Scratch Magic, black. Interesting, probably for the battery cover for the metal that's on it. Instructions kit for the Gladiator 72 Compact for Surron and Segway. So it's pretty cool. Comes with some stickers in here, shows the specs. But yeah, so I'll have to figure out this wiring harness. Definitely thicker wires, which is good. 7 AWD, so 7 gauge wire. So that's what's in the first box here. Moving on to the next one. All right, digging deeper into here, we probably have another box for, oh my word, peanuts everywhere. This is insane. So many things. Okay, so the next thing I opted in for, so this is going to be the stock battery charger that comes with it. 5 amp charger, 72 volt for the 72 volt batteries. This is what comes with the kit automatically. This is just a 5 amp non-variable charger. Pretty cool, it comes with that. But I opted in for the variable charger, which also you can set the setting to which, I'll deal with that later. You can set the setting to which you want it to charge to. You could do like 80%, 90%, 100%. Plus you can variable speed it all the way up to, I believe it's 10 amps. So here's the rapid charger. So you could set it, instead of the stock one that comes with it, at 5 amps. This goes up to 10 amp, down to, I believe, 2 amps. But I'll have to deal with that later once I start actually delving into what exactly it can do. Max 9 amp output, looks like here. So actually here, DC, oh, AC input, okay, I see. DC output, 84 volts, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 amps. So that's awesome. You can get a lot more control over how you're charging. 246/810 right there. And I believe you can set to what you actually want it to end at when you end your charging, whether you want it to be 80, 90, 100%. So we'll have to mess around with that once I get the battery out here. Okay, digging further, we have another box inside here, which should be the actual compact battery. I'm gonna set you guys up here on the stand again as I pull this out of the box. All right, so here we go. 72 Gladiator Compact QS8. That means the QS8 is already hooked to the battery. So it's not the stock harness, it's the QS8 harness. Charge to full before use. Keep battery display on while riding for accurate battery reading. Battery will automatically calibrate when charged to full. Cool. I'll put my knife. Another one. Alright, more peanuts. 72 compact US8. Hopefully you can still see. Yep. Ooh, I hate that noise. That gives me the ick. Ugh. There it is. 72 compact QS8. Sweet. I believe it's their latest gen, so they have that's what that black marker is for, because it has I think it's stainless. I'm not exactly sure what color or what material metal it is, but it's a metal outer case for the battery. So that's an improvement, I believe, over their old shrink wrap that they used to do for their batteries, which I think they just came out with the newest gen for the 52 amp hour battery for their 72 volt max battery. Really well packaged, which is awesome. Should be able to get the rest by hand, hopefully. Cool little ChiBattery logo here on the case. Charging port. I have heard things, which I'm curious to see what's going to happen, but I have heard things about where these ports come out of the battery and that they're having issues with the battery lid closing on them. So I'll have to see exactly what's going on with that. But here she is. Still wrapped in plastic wrap, but I'm going to get this unwrapped and see what percentage. Pretty cool. Real quick comparison of the stock battery versus the ChiBatteries. 72 volt, 38 amp hour, 2754 watt hour. P42 Alpha, made in USA. Pretty sweet. It doesn't show exactly which. I believe these are the Moly cell 21700 cells in here, which I think I'm not super familiar with exactly what all the battery terminology is and all that stuff, but I know P42 Alpha means what type of batteries they're using, I believe. I think it's 21700 Moly cells in this one, so super excited about this. But that's a size comparison. Definitely heavier, but not like insanely, it seems. It yeah, doesn't seem crazy insane heavier. Height difference is going to be a couple inches, just because I know that they have the battery latch on there, but super excited about this. And I'll bring you in close here as we peel off this top portion. Here is the top of the battery as you get it. Here's the QS8 that's coming directly out of the battery, which I have to change the harness on this guy still. It says back. Don't know why. Ooh, it's lit up. That's pretty sweet. I don't think I pressed anything, but this little thing was on. Oh, it is on down here. Interesting. I must have bumped it by accident. 69 volt, says 53 degrees, has lots of different information on this display, which is pretty awesome. 48.3 watts, 0.7 amps. I'm not sure exactly all this, but we're gonna have to figure all this out and follow the instructions and see what they say. Not sure what this little thing is. Oh, some buttons. Probably shouldn't press things, but I am. Don't know what all that's doing, so I'm gonna shut it off because I'm scared. I don't want to ruin anything. All right, went back to these. 53, 0%, 69 volt. All right, here's the first test fit of the battery in the stock bike. Okay, slip right in. I believe with the compact you don't have to change the base plate. However, it looks like, oh, there it went. Okay, now it's sitting in the base plate, sweet. There's definitely some rocking. Gonna have to put some foam in there. Like, I have done some research. Some guys said you have to put foam in there or kind of hold it because it moves around a little bit, and don't just rely on the lid to close on it. But I'm gonna have to install the hardware for the lid extension, and hopefully this is changed a little bit to where it's not so tight on this connector here. I may trim some of this here. I'll bring it in here. So I may trim some of this rib on this portion of the stock cover. Also, I might be buying the lid from ChiBattery. I believe it's 40 something bucks for the lid that you can read. It's a bigger hole in here, or I might just cut the hole bigger in the stock one. I don't know, we'll see. But they did release a lid now that you can see more of the display, so you can kind of have a better idea of what's going on while you're riding, so you can see the actual battery percentage. I do have this display up here as well, which should display the battery pretty accurately coming from the BAC, but it would be nice to be able to quick reference guide or quickly reference the screen on the actual battery while I'm riding. But overall, first impressions, fits pretty well. I like it that it's not super tall like the 50, I believe it's a 52 amp. The max is 52, I believe, but it's sticks out much taller, but with a minimal amount of weight increase and size, height difference, but still getting a lot more power out of it. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I wanna get this thing charging, read the instructions for a little bit, see exactly what I need to do, but overall, looks pretty good. Can't wait to give it a try, and I'm excited to finally upgrade to 72 volts.